credit, it's one of those things everyone talks about, but barely anyone truly understands. You hear about credit scores all the time, how important they are, how they can make or break your financial future, but no one really sits you down and explains how it actually works. That ends today, because in this video, we're going to break it all down in simple, real talk. No jargon, no fluff, just the truth about how credit really works and how you can start improving it fast. Whether your score is wrecked, non-existent, or just not where you want to be, you're about to learn exactly what steps to take. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. What is credit and why does it matter? Credit is your financial reputation. It tells lenders, landlords, even insurance companies how responsible you are with money. Your credit score is a 3-digit number, usually between 300 and 850, that sums up how risky you are to lend money to. The higher the score, the better deals you get. Lower interest rates, higher approval odds, bigger credit limits. The lower your score, the harder life becomes. But here's the kicker. Credit scores are not just about borrowing money. They affect your entire financial future. Now, your credit score isn't random. It's calculated using 5 major factors. Number 1, payment history. This is the biggest slice of the pie, around 35% of your score. Have you paid your bills on time? Every late payment dings your score. Even one missed payment can stay on your report for 7 years. So rule number 1, never miss a due date. Number 2, credit utilization. This makes up about 30% of your score. It's a fancy term for how much of your available credit you're using. If you have a $1,000 limit and you're using $900, you're at 90% utilization, which is terrible for your score. The sweet spot? Under 30%. Under 10% is even better. Maxing out your cards, even if you pay them off later, makes lenders nervous. Number 3, length of credit history. This is 15% of your score. The longer your accounts have been open, the better. That's why closing your oldest card, even if you don't use it much, can actually hurt your score. Keep those old accounts alive and active. Number 4, credit mix. About 10%. This one surprises a lot of people. It's about the types of credit you have: credit cards, auto loans, student loans, mortgages. Having a mix of installment loans and revolving credit shows you can handle different types of debt. No, you don't need to go out and get every kind of loan, but a little variety helps. And number 5, new credit inquiries. Another 10%. Every time you apply for credit, it triggers a hard inquiry, and too many of those can lower your score. Lenders think, why is this person suddenly applying for 5 credit cards in 1 month? It looks desperate, so space out your applications. Now, let's talk about the myths, because credit is full of them, and believing these myths can wreck your score. Myth number 1, checking your own credit score hurts it. False. That's a soft inquiry and has no impact. You should be checking your credit regularly, either through free apps or directly with the credit bureaus. You can't fix what you don't know. Myth number 2, carrying a balance helps your score. Nope, it doesn't. This is one of the most dangerous myths. Carrying a balance just means you're paying interest. What helps is using your card and paying it off in full every month. Myth number 3, closing credit cards helps your score. Not always. In fact, it often hurts it. When you close a card, you reduce your available credit and shorten your credit history, which can both lower your score. Unless the card has a high annual fee and no real benefit, think twice before closing it. Myth number 4, all debts are the same. They're not. Some loans, like student loans or mortgages, are installment loans with fixed payments. Others, like credit cards, are revolving credit. The way you handle each affects your score differently. Myth number 5, credit repair companies can fix your credit overnight. Be careful here. Many credit repair services charge high fees and promise things they can't deliver. There are steps you can take yourself for free that can fix your credit faster and more safely than most of these companies. Alright, so now you understand how your credit score works and what not to believe. Let's fix your credit. Here's the step-by-step playbook to improve your score fast. Step 1, pull your credit report. Go to annualcreditreport.com and request your free reports from the 3 bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Look for errors. Are there accounts you don't recognize? Incorrect balances? Late payments that shouldn't be there? You'd be surprised how often credit reports have mistakes. Step 2, dispute inaccuracies. If you find something wrong, file a dispute with the credit bureau. You can do this online. Explain what's wrong, upload any proof you have, and wait. They have 30 days to investigate and respond. If it's a legit error, it gets removed and your score jumps. Step 3. Pay down balances. Focus on your credit utilization. If you're maxed out, your score is suffering. Try the snowball or avalanche method. Pay off small balances first to get quick wins, or tackle high-interest debt first to save money. Either way, getting those balances down boosts your score quickly. Step 4. Make every payment on time. Set up autopay. Set reminders. Do whatever it takes. Payment history is the biggest factor, and just one missed payment can wreck months of progress. If you're behind, contact the lender and ask if they'll remove a late fee or offer a payment plan. You'd be surprised how often they say yes. Step 5. Get a secured credit card. If your credit is really bad or you're just starting out, secured cards are a game changer. You deposit money as collateral, and that becomes your limit. Use the card, pay it off in full, and build positive history. Within a few months, you'll qualify for unsecured cards. Step 6. Become an authorized user. Ask a family member or close friend with good credit to add you to their card. You don't even need to use the card. Their positive history gets added to your report. But make sure they're responsible. If they miss payments, it hurts you too. Step 7. Ask for credit limit increases. Once you've used your card responsibly for a few months, ask for a limit increase. This lowers your utilization and boosts your score without you spending more. Just don't go on a spending spree. Step 8. Mix up your credit. If you only have credit cards, consider a credit builder loan. These are small loans designed to build your credit. You pay a little each month, and when it's paid off, the lender releases the money to you. It's a savings plan and credit boost in one. Step 9. Keep old accounts open. Even if you don't use them much, those old cards help your credit age. Use them occasionally, buy a coffee, pay a bill, just to keep them active. Then pay it off. Step 10. Be patient and consistent. Credit repair isn't magic, it's momentum. Every on-time payment, every balance you lower, every dispute you win, it all adds up. And remember, your credit score updates every 30 days. So you won't see instant results, but if you follow these steps, you'll see progress within a few months. If you follow these steps, you're not just fixing your score, you're rewriting your financial story. And that story doesn't have to be full of stress, debt, and rejection. It can be about freedom, opportunity, and confidence. You just have to take the first step. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, give it a like. It tells the algorithm that more people need to see this. And if you want more real talk about money, credit, and building your financial future, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one.